Welcome friends. Today's topic is single line diagram of a substation. For easy understanding, I am taking example of 133 by 11 kV substation. In this video, I am going to cover how to prepare a single line diagram for 33 by 11 kV substation, purpose of each equipment and quantity of the major BOQ, etc. Yeah, let's go into the details. Single line diagram is nothing but the single phase representation of a substation, which is a basic drawing of the substations. It has lot of significance. By single line diagram, we'll come to know how many number of incoming bays, how many number of outgoing bays, how many number of transformers, and what is the quantity of major equipment, etc. See, here let's start how to prepare. So as I told you, this is a 33 by 11 kV substation I have considered. Now, by looking at this 33 by 11 kV substation single line diagram, so we can know we have, see here, one 33 kV incomer, or we call it as incoming bay or feeder bay, and this is a 33 kV bus, right? And here this entire bay is 33 kV transformer bay. This is another 33 kV transformer bay. So here we have transformer, and hence here from 33 by 11 kV step down happened. So here this is 11 kV transformer bay, here also one 11 kV transformer bay, and here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Total we have 4 number of 11 kV feeder bays. Friends, as I told you, by looking at this single line diagram, we'll come to know what is the scheme of the substation. Here, what is the bus bar scheme of the substation? It is a single bus bar scheme. See here 33 kV, we can see there is only one bus, single bus bar with sectionalizer. Similarly, 11 kV also we have single bus bar with a sectionalizer. So sectionalizer, here we are using 33 kV isolator with double air switch as sectionalizer. Okay, so now we'll come to here how to draw or how to prepare a single line diagram. So up to here we have a 33 kV incoming line. Let's imagine the incoming line is being terminated here. The very first equipment which need to be placed in the substation is lightning arrestor. What is the purpose of lightning arrestor? It protects the system or the nearby equipment from the lightning or thunderbolts. What will happen when thunderbolts or lightning happens? Because whenever lightning and thunderbolts happens, it generates high voltage surges, due to which there will be tremendous amount of currents that will be directly diverted to ground by this lightning arrestor. And the next equipment which we place is isolator. Here we have isolator with one air switch. That switch has been placed towards line side. So isolator is nothing but it's like a switch in our home, just to make or break the circuit. Yeah, but only one limitation in 33 by 11 kV substation is these isolators can be operated only off load. It cannot be operated on load. The next equipment here is horn gap fuse. It's like a fuse. See, as and when there is a excess current in this circuit, the fuse get blows, and immediately we'll have to replace that fuse. So this is a kind of protection. Otherwise, nowadays nobody using horn gap fuse here for 33 kV lines. So usually we use circuit breaker along with CTs, but otherwise So here in this line feeder we have 33 kV on gap fuse. Now let us move to the bus. Here this is a 33 kV bus with a sectionalizer, as I told you. So we can say we have one bus with sectionalizer, and hence we can divide this bus into two sections. So as and when there is a maintenance in this portion of bus, so we can always open this sectionalizer, and hence still we can feed some of the load. So that way the sectionalizer helps. So for bus, here we have bus PT. So the purpose of bus PT is to measure the voltage, and it is also useful for the protection purpose. But in 33 by 11 kV, the application of PT is very limited for protection, but otherwise it is mainly used for metering. So coming to 33 kV HV side, see here this is a transformer, and hence this entire bay we can call it this bay as 33 kV HV bay, or 33 kV transformer bay, or 33 kV bay. All are same. Why do we call this bay as 33 kV transformer bay? Because here we are placing the breaker to protect this transformer, and hence this bay is called as 33 kV transformer bay. Similarly, here also the same equipment will come, but for easy understanding we are not showing, otherwise the same equipment will be replicated here. So let us discuss here what are all the equipment, how to place this. After bus, immediately we'll have to place 33 kV isolator. Again here also we are placing with one earth switch. The purpose of earth switch is whenever we open the isolator, still there will be some circulating currents in the circuit, because it is at 33 kV, which means 33,000 volts. So we can just discharge those circulating currents to the ground with this with the help of this earth switch, which means whenever we open this isolator, we close this earth switch, so that way we can divert the circulating currents to the ground. Again, as I told you, isolator cannot be operated on load condition. First we'll have to trip the breaker, because breaker, the purpose of breaker is it can be operated on load, and it is the only one equipment which can be operated on load to make the circuit, to break the circuit. So let's say if we have to take shutdown of this particular bus or this particular area, then first we'll have to trip the breaker. Trip means open the breaker, then afterwards we'll have to open the isolator. That's the protocol. See, then circuit breaker. What is the difference between circuit breaker and isolator? Essentially, the purpose of isolator and circuit breaker is same, to make or break the circuit. But there is a significant difference. The difference is isolator is a simple switch without any smartness around it, whereas circuit breaker can be operated on load, which means it will have the arc quenching media in such a way that it can break any voltage. Let's say in our case, 33 kV, we are using vacuum circuit breaker, which means the vacuum is the arc quenching media, so that there will not be any spark when we break the circuit with the help of circuit breaker, because the vacuum is the arc quenching media. Vacuum means nothing, and hence the spark will not continue, will not travel inside between the terminals. So this circuit breaker, apart from operating on load conditions, in abnormal condition, circuit breaker can be operated by its own. Its own means with the help of CT and relay. Okay, yeah. Now we'll talk about CT. What is the purpose of CT? Here we have two core CT, core 1 and core 2. See, core 1 and core 2. The core 1 is being used for metering purpose. You can see here, the secondary winding of the CT has been connected to wattmeter, power factor meter, TVM, ammeter, and similarly the voltmeter. There is in connection coming from bus PT. So here the second core is meant for protection. How does it protect? The way I told you, it sends the current, then the relay sense the fault condition, and it will give command to the breaker to trip in the event of abnormalities, which means in fault condition. So that is the main difference between circuit breaker and isolator. And circuit breaker is said to be one of the important equipment in the switchgear in the power systems, right? So now let's come to the lightning arrestor. Lightning arrestor we already discussed. Lightning arrestor, the purpose of lightning arrestor is to protect the nearby equipment from the thunderbolts and lightning. So here what is the main equipment? The transformer. It is going to protect the transformer from lightning. So now we have reached to the very important equipment, which is the transformer, which is the heart of the substation. What is the purpose of transformer? The purpose of transformer is it will transfer power from one circuit to other circuit, which means 33 kV circuit to 11 kV circuit without changing the frequency, which means we can step down or we can step up. We can in this case we are using this power transformer for step down purpose, which means our incoming supply is at 33 kV. We are taking supply 33 kV, and here we are having a substation transformer, and we are stepping down to the 11 kV. Here after 11 kV, again this bay, we call this bay as 11 kV transformer bay, or you can call 11 kV LV bay, right? So here also the similar equipment will be there, but only difference is there we had all 33 kV voltage class equipment. Here, since our voltage is now 11 kV, all our equipment will be rated for 11 kV. So here in specific, if you see it is 9 kV, why it is for 9 kV and all, those things we'll discuss in a separate video when we actually discuss in detail about each equipment. But for now, so here we have 11 kV lightning arrestor, purpose we already discussed, and again we have a CT. Again this is also 2 core CT. Core 1, the purpose of core 1 is for metering, the purpose of core 2 is for protection. Again we have a vacuum circuit breaker, and then we have isolator with earth switch. Now this time earth switch is towards breaker. Yeah, see, this is the 11 kV bus now. 11 kV bus, one section we are representing it as bus A, and other section we are representing with bus B, which means just to represent we have a sectionalizer in between. The purpose of sectionalizer is, let's say whenever we want to take bus for maintenance, if we don't have sectionalizer in between, what will happen? We'll have to completely shut down the substation. At least with the help of sectionalizer, we have an option. We can go for maintenance. This portion we can still have some portion of the substation under working. Again we can switch on this portion, then we can work accordingly here, like that. So that is the convenience we'll be having with the sectionalizer. So guys, we have reached to 11 kV bus here. Here you can see there is a 11 kV bus PT. 11 kV bus PT rating will be 11 kV by root 3 by 110 volts by root 3. Why root 3? Root 3 because it's a star by star. Again, what is the purpose of bus PT? So it is used for the measurement of voltage, and the secondary circuit will be connected to all the meters, voltmeter, etc. Similarly, here also we have bus PT, because whenever, let's say, if you open this sectionalizer, then this portion of bus will not be having PT for voltage sensation. That's the reason we have the two sets of bus PTs here. And let's come to the 11 kV feeder base. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Total we have 4 number of 11 kV feeder base. Now here, what is the first equipment after the bus? Isolator. 11 kV isolator with earth switch. About the ratings, how the current rating will be given, what is the short circuit rating. These are all the details we'll discuss in detail in separate video about uh, you know equipment. But for now, we have a 11 kV isolator with air switch. Again, we have a circuit breaker, then CTs, then again isolator with double air switch, then lightning arrestor. Here one difference you can observe. See, here we have CTs towards line side, whereas here CTs are placed towards transformer side. Why? What is the difference? Why? Because preferably CTs to be placed towards the thing which we are supposed to protect. Here we are supposed to protect the feeder, which means the line. So that is why we are calling this bay as feeder bay or line bay, 11 kV line bay. Whereas here we call 11 kV transformer bay. That is the reason CTs were placed towards the transformer. See, we have discussed about 11 kV line feeder 1. Similarly, 11 kV line feeder 2, line feeder 3, line feeder 4. So now what we are left with? We are left with this portion. What is this portion? This portion is about the station transformer. See, substation also will need LT voltage supply, because substation will have control room which will have lighting loads and fans, all LT loads. To feed those LT loads, we need a distribution transformer here, and that we call it as station transformer. Here in this case we have 100 kV station transformer, 11 kV by 0.433 kV. So for station transformer, as a protection, we have 11 kV horn gap fuse, HG fuse, again the 11 kV AB switch, again we have a 11 kV lightning arresters here. So this is the station transformer arrangement we call. So now let's see the overall single line diagram. How does it look? See, now we know how to draw or how to prepare a single line diagram, how to place each equipment one by one, and what is the purpose of each equipment. See here, once again I'm just repeating, we have one number of 33 kV line bay, two numbers of 33 kV transformer base, and two numbers of 11 kV transformer base, and four number of 11 kV feeder base, and of course we have one station transformer arrangement. Fine. Now let's go to BOQ. How to prepare the bill of quantity of this equipment. Friends, as I told you, this is the single line representation of the total substation, which means substation will not be like this. Substation will have dimensions and substation will have three phases, R, Y, B and all. For easy representation, we have just represented with a single line. That is the reason single line diagram does not contain any dimensions, but it will contain the details of equipments and the details of busbar systems, and finally the quantity of major equipment. Let's now go to the quantity of major equipment. See, any drawing which we make, which we prepare as part of substation design drawings will have an objective. What is the objective of single line diagram? Just once we prepare and get this single line diagram approved by customer, we will be finalizing the major equipment quantity and the major equipment ratings and the scheme of the substation. Like here, what is the bus bar scheme of the substation? 33 kV side, our bus bar scheme is we have a single bus bar with sectionalizer. Similarly, 11 kV side, single bus bar with sectionalizer. How many bays? 33 kV there are 3 bays. 11 kV there are 6 bays. And what is the quantity of the equipment? Now we are going to see here. See, on the right side top we will be preparing a tabular column for the BOQ purpose. So here we have a serial number, legend and description of the item and quantity. So this description of the item Here description of the item, we will be mentioning the description such as for lightning arrestor, let's say lightning arrestor 33 kV system and quantity 9 numbers. Here under legend we will be legend or symbol we can call. So we will be showing the symbols what we have shown here in the drawing. So otherwise we have just given the description here also. Even if we don't give the description here, we will represent with only symbols. In that case also we should be able to identify what the equipment is. So here for easy understanding purpose I have given the description here as well as here. So otherwise usually people will not mention the description or else long description here. Even if they have to mention, they will simply mention 33 kV LA. What is the rating and all, they don't mention. So let's go to the BOQ now. Serial number 1, we have a lightning arrestor 33 kV, quantity is 9. How? See, as I told you, this is single phase representation and hence we are showing only one equipment, which means in practical we will be needing three numbers because this is a single phase. For R phase 1, Y phase 1, B phase 1. Total will be needing 3 single phase lightning arrestor for each circuit. Like that, for line feeder we need 3. Similarly for transformer here 3. Again second transformer here 3. Total there will be 9 numbers. So like that. Similarly 11 kV lightning arrestor we have 21. How 21? We'll calculate. We'll see here. For 2 LV sides, 3 plus 3 6, 9 plus 3 12 plus 3 15 plus 3 18, and here also for station transformer we have another 3, total 21 numbers. And then CTs, 33 kV side CTs, we have 33 kV side, how many number of CTs we have? Total 6 numbers, because for transformer HV side only we have the breaker and hence we have CTs here. For each breaker we will be having 3 numbers of CTs. Similarly 3 plus 3 6 numbers. And similarly 11 kV side. 11 kV side we have total 18 number of CTs. So 3 here plus 3 6 plus 3 9 plus 3 12 plus 3 15 plus 3 18. Right? Yeah. And coming to circuit breaker, how many circuit breakers we have? 33 kV side. We have 2 numbers of circuit breakers because we have 2 transformers, right? For each transformer we have a circuit breaker. One is here, other one is here. And similarly 11 kV side we have 6 numbers. Where do we have 6 numbers? See here LV1 we have 1 number, LV2 we have 2 number. For each feeder we have 1 circuit breaker. So LV1, LV2, 2 plus 4 feeders. All put together 6 numbers. So here control and relay panels, friends, we don't show control and relay panel here, but otherwise this will be the equipment which is going to be placed in control room. So we have 33 kV transformers 2 we need, 11 kV transformers 2 because we have 2 transformers, and 11 kV feeders we have 4. So this is in general will be equivalent to number of circuit breakers. Okay. And coming to isolators, DB isolator, which means double break isolator with 1 S switch. This is in general circuit breaker and isolator comes in a 3 phase. So and hence will be representing one number for each circuit. Like that, how many numbers of isolators we have with 1 air switch? 33 kV system we have 3 numbers. Where do we have 3? Here we have 1 and here 2 and 3. Then in 33 kV we have double air switch as well, right? Where is that? We are using that as a bus sectionalizer. Here it is. Similarly, we have 11 kV isolators with air switch. We have 6 numbers total. So we can identify here. Here we have 1 number, 2 numbers, and for each line we have 1. So 2 plus 4 total 6 numbers. Yes, yeah, it's matching. Now coming to 33 kV double air switch we already discussed. Similarly 11 kV double isolator with double air switch. We have 5 numbers here, where for each feeder we have 1 number and for bus sectionalizer we have 1 number. Total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is getting matched. And hedge few sets. For 33 cave system, we have one number, 11 cave system. For 33 cave system, it ncomer we are using here. So this is also a 3-phase set. And 11 kV for station transformer protection purpose we are using here. So this is each set. And 100 kV station transformer. We have one number. Here it is. And AB switch, 11 kV AB switch. This is for the protection of station transformer. So friends, I hope you understood how to prepare a single line diagram. So this is the very basic diagram, but essentially it's a very significant diagram. This is the very fundamental design we can call for entire substation. Once we have this substation, once we have this drawing finalized, then only we will be proceeding further. And the next rest of the drawings and the details about each equipment will be discussed in detail in future videos. Thank you very much.